stopping by to the obviously authentic channel. My name's Leah. That's Lea and not Leah. And you are tapped into the first installment or continue or nah. So basically, I am an avid watcher and reader of anime and manga. And I normally feel by episode, especially in animes, I normally feel by episode 3, 4, you can figure out whether or not you're going to continue watching a series. And so this series will be based off watching the first 3 or 4 episodes to determine whether or not we're going to continue watching. And so the first installment is SK8 The Infinity. Basically, I started watching this, or it piqued my interest, is because I'm having free withdrawals. Like, y'all, I miss free. Like, I want to know what's going on. I want to know, did we make it to nationals? Are there new members to the swim club? Like, how are people's jobs going on? But I heard that free is coming back in 2021, so I'm looking forward to it. But, you know, during this panoramic or Panasonic, we don't know. But basically, anime and manga has kept me staying during the panorama and while I'm in school. So I just thought this would be like a cool little show to watch, or just we can talk and converse down below and figure out what shows we were going to continue or not, okay? So like I said, the first installment is SK8 The Infinity. It is a comedy and sports anime. I don't think it's a manga, but if it is, then let me know below. But I just think it's an anime. It's only 12 episodes right now. And I watched the first 3, and I'm going to try my best not to do spoilers, but we're going to do character by character and episode by episode. So it opens up with Riki. Riki is like the common, like, sports protagonist. Like, the sport makes him feel free. Everybody should be having fun when they're skateboarding. Like, that's just where we at right now. And so we also meet his manager, and we meet the cute little manager's pet, which is like a fox or desert look. I think it's a desert fox that he has. But they're driving to this thing called the Estores or the Estoresto. I suck with pronunciations, so don't be too mad at me. But basically, he has a beef, or what they call a challenge, against Shadow, which is supposed to be the anti-hero of the S race. The S race is basically a top secret race that you can only get in if you have, like, I think like a little pin on a pin that they give you, or you actually get like an invitation, like a sticker to let them know like you've been here before. But S race is basically like Fight Club. You don't talk about it. You don't tell nobody about it. Like, if you figure it out, you figure it out. You come, but you keep it quiet. And basically in the S race, you can challenge someone or do a beef with someone and put anything on the line. Like money, girls, businesses, apologies, whatever you want to put online, you can put online for the race. And also, you can do whatever in the race. It's like you can cheat, you can throw bombs. Like Shadow likes to throw firecrackers at people as they race. Like, you can do whatever. So basically, Riki has a beef against Shadow. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but Riki and Shadow have a beef, and then they do the race, and then it switches over to Riki in class. So Riki's whole thing is basically creating the perfect board. Like, he's really into skateboarding. He loves actually creating boards. He makes some of the boards. They're not that good, but you can tell as the story progresses, he probably will get better at making boards. And then we are introduced to Lagan. Lagan is a transfer student from Canada. He is Canadian and Japanese, and his family just moved to Japan after his father passed away. And he's a skateboarder. So, not a skateboarder, he's a snowboarder. So basically, it's skateboarding and snowboarding coming together. So in episode 1, Riki and Lagan meet. They form kind of like a semi-friendship. And Lagan starts to work at the skateboarding shop that Riki works at. Well, they have somebody who actually has a beef coming up against Shadow and wanted a new board from their skate shop. So they're on their way to the S race. Riki accidentally grabs the wrong board. Actually, the board that he is making, he grabs. And the person is pissed because he was like, I can't skate on this hunk of junk. And this is when I was like, ooh, this show might be good, because the opponent basically, like the challenge or the beef limits or terms between the customer and Shadow is basically the winner can put a tattoo anywhere on the person, and Shadow basically tells the guy he's challenging, I want to put dumpster slut on your girlfriend's forehead. And I was like, dumpster slut? I said, ooh, that's disrespectful. So as this is going on, Shadow and Lagan actually have a race. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but we end up seeing at the end of the show, I guess the villain basically watching all of this on like 20 different monitors and playing classical music and like doing the evil hand gesture as like the race is going. There's a moment in the race that's like it's really pretty of Lagan doing a snowboarding move as he like jumps off of like a railing, and I love the way the story switches back from like super duper like cartoony faces to like Miyazaki versions of like beautiful beautiful aesthetic. So, and I think the show has a really good balance of that. So that's episode 1. We go to episode 2. We end up meeting Cherry Blossom, the AI skater, and we meet Joe. And basically they got a little rivalry kind of thing going where Cherry Blossom uses AI or computers to calculate how good to skate. And you meet Carla, which is his board. And then you meet Joe, who's like a big jock or a Neanderthal who is always like skating. You should feel skating. You shouldn't have to calculate. So they have their own little fan groups, and the girls like to beef and come at each other. So that was cute. And we also get to see Riki teaching Lagan how to skateboard, and that's cute as well. So then you get to episode 3, and that's when we meet Mia. Mia is a little bratty boy. He is coined the name Japanese national team because he's that good at skateboarding. And in episode 3, we get his backstory. And it's a cool little backstory, but he's a dick. Like, he says stuff like, he keeps referring to Riki and Lagan as slime. And one of the quotes he says is, the hero can't party with the slime. He also calls them a trash mob. He's like, the trash mob are always grouped together. I said, for you to be like 12 or 13, you rude. And you got big balls to be that disrespectful to people that could probably beat you up. And then he also says this to Riki, where he's like, those who have no talent should stay out of the race. So basically stay out. Like, he's just rude and arrogant. But he has a race against Lagan, and it's a cool race. Like, I love the way when you're watching, you get to see them transition. Like, them skateboarding is cool. Like, I think whoever is illustrating the skateboarding when they're doing the race is doing a tremendous job. So then we get to Adam, and Adam is our villain of the series. We finally get to see the man who was doing all of this, and they refer to him as a legend, so I guess that means he is extraordinarily good at racing, but he's a dick. He thinks everybody is beneath him, but everybody is interested in Lagan because he's really good. Like, he's not good at skateboarding, but he's good at snowboarding because we end up finding out he's been snowboarding since he was like a little kid. And you start to see bouts of snowboarding coming out of him where he does these awesome tricks with the skateboard. So it makes everybody like interested in him, and Adam is really interested in him because I guess Adam wants like an opponent that can like really challenge him. But we meet him, and then Riki and Adam get into it, and the episode cuts off. So we don't know if Adam is gonna take on Riki's beef, because Riki challenges Adam because of something that Adam does to Mia. So I think it's gonna be a good series. So would I continue or would I not? I think I'm gonna continue. I think the animation is cute for what it is. It's a 12 episodes. And it's helping me with my free withdrawal. So I definitely think you should check it out. And if you like this series, please comment below, like, comment, subscribe. Pop down below and tell me other series that you think I should look at and figure out if I'm gonna continue watching or not. And if you have watched the series, let me know who's your favorite. Right now I'm feeling Lagan. I think he's a cutie. And I'm interested in seeing what's the backstory of the villain named Adam. So thanks for stopping by, and have a good night or a good day anytime, whatever time you watching this. Just have a good day or a good night. Deuces.